Okay, well, we are going to start live. I'm also going live in a healthy living group, so I'm going to be going in a couple of different places, but we just want to say welcome to all of you for this special focus, healthy living, that we are super excited about, you guys, and we are going to do more of these special focus healthy livings in the future. So you guys stay focused on these invites, and when you see one, just see who it helps you think of and who it might help to hear this information. My name is Carleeta Nelson, and I'm an executive national vice president, independent consultant with Arbonne International. And we are here, and I'm partnering tonight with some amazing people that are all Arbonne consultants and from different professional backgrounds that are going to help us focus tonight on preconception, pregnancy, and breastfeeding, and really basically everything baby that we know we have and that we can do to help everyone, be healthy when you're, working to get pregnant, be healthy while you're pregnant, be healthy while you're helping grow that baby, and also help that baby be healthy with everything that we have for products for the baby, as well as for you as the mama and the family that helps take care of them. So we love what we have. We're passionate about it. And I want you guys to know that Arbonne, honestly, on every product that you see come out of Arbonne, one of the things that you will see, and I could probably just read it right here, is that, pregnant or lactating women and people known with medical conditions should consult with a physician prior to taking supplements. So you're going to see something like that on every product that we have. And so sometimes that helps and makes people think, oh my gosh, I can't use this if I'm pregnant. And what we want to do with this time with you tonight is just empower you with information that will equip you to be able to go and have a conversation with your medical provider. And what we want you to do is to make sure that you are consulting and following the direction of your medical provider. We know people work with lactation consultants. We know you work with, OBGYNs. We know you work with midwives and different people in those areas of expertise. And so you trust your provider. But what we want you to do is help your provider get the information they need to help you do what you feel is best for you and your family. And that's all this is. So Arbonne is going to tell you that it's not anything that they, say, yes, you need to do this because they want you to check with your provider. And quite honestly, you guys, we don't test on pregnant or lactating women or babies in our products. And so we don't have the clinical results to be able to tell you that this is all, good and well for you. You have to be the one to decide that. So what we want to do is help you do that without the scare effect, and without you thinking, oh my gosh, if it says it's not, I shouldn't do it, I need to not do it. What we want you to do is understand what ingredients, do and how to research those and decide for yourself if it's something that you think is good for you. But I want to put that disclaimer out there for Arbonne. This has nothing to do with Arbonne. This is just a few, medical providers from our past history that love Arbonne, use Arbonne, as well as some testimonies. And you guys, we could have so many people on here giving testimonies of what their journey has been with pregnancy, preconception, breastfeeding, and taking care of their babies. We had personally in my organization, I had 3 top leaders at the national vice president level have babies in the last week, and they all lived and used Arbonne. And that is just in my organization alone. But tonight, we have on here, and I want to just start out with a couple of testimonies from some girls that I had asked to share. We have Kennedy Cleveland Nashert, who is here, and she has one baby that's almost 2 years old, and she's currently pregnant with her second baby. And I know we just wanted them to share from a personal testimony that what they heard from their medical providers, and then what they actually did with the information and the products with Arbonne while they were on that journey with their baby. So Kennedy, if you want to unmute your phone, I will let you start off and just give a little testimony about what your journey and experience has been with the Arbonne products for your baby.
Absolutely. Thank you, Carleeta. So when I was pregnant with my first little girl, I immediately asked my OB what she would recommend. And I told her, I do Arbonne, I use all the products, I don't plan on stopping unless you specifically think there's something that I should not use. And immediately she said, no. I love Arbonne. I love all the products. I love how clean and safe it is. So hearing that from my OB was just kind of like okay, I feel better about this situation. Even though I had heard from so many people who have used it and loved it. So hearing that, she highly recommended everything from the skincare to the body products to the healthy living. And that's huge, where a lot of people don't realize that even skincare is an issue, and that a lot of doctors recommend people getting off their skincare products as well as other things that they're using while they're pregnant. So having her say that all of Arbonne was safe was so great. And then as well as my lactation consultant. So I struggled with nursing for a little bit. So I hired a lady, and she came in, and she had a really long medical background, and then she went off to do lactation consulting on her own, and she highly recommended it too after I had Mercer while nursing. So there again, Arbonne is safe from whenever you are pregnant, being before pregnant till afterwards, and using it while nursing and such forth. So kind of just my daily routine was I would always have a protein shake. I would always make sure to have my greens in there. I am not the healthiest eater. Unfortunately, I am married to somebody who is extremely healthy, so I think I get a little frustrated, and I like to have my pizza or my chicken fingers. So knowing that I can have my Arbonne protein shake with my greens and getting the vegetables that I know my body needs daily was really important to me. And then as well as being able to have the Digestion Plus, that was huge. I have extreme heartburn while pregnant, and so getting into like my second and third trimesters, I would be having 2 Digestion Plus a day, and they were my lifesaver. So I loved those products for that. And then after Mercer was kind of getting to the point of stopping to nurse, I did not want her going on dairy. She had really bad eczema. I worked really, really hard to eliminate everything I possibly could that could be causing her eczema. And so I was not about to put her on dairy to get her on a milk to substitute after getting done nursing. So I actually held on to nursing her till 18 months because I was not going to let that happen. Thank you to Arbonne, because I don't think my body could have done it without that. I highly, highly believe that because I had the nutrients that my body needed through their products, and my hormones were level and everything, I was able to nurse her that long. But I was able to start her on the protein shakes after she was 1. And that child loves them like any other 1-year-old that we hear. All of our Arbonne moms who give them to their little ones, they absolutely love it. So I love that I had that option to give to her, and that it was clean and it was safe, and it was probably way more nutritious than anything else out there on the market that it could have been. So our whole family uses it. It's amazing. And I'm using it again on my second pregnancy, and I wouldn't think second to not using it. So yeah, thank you, Carleeta.
Thank you, Kennedy. That's awesome. Lindsay, do you want to pop on and share a quick testimony?
I will. I have Brooks right here. It's so fitting that him and I are doing this. But hi, everybody. My name is Lindsay Tinsley, and I have 2 children under the age of 2. And I will tell you, Arbonne, as passionate as I was about these healthy living products prior to being pregnant and even thinking about a family and children, my passion is next level now that I have gone through pregnancy and now raising babies on these Arbonne nutrition products. But I know we're going to touch on this a little bit tonight, that I was one of those people that was diagnosed with the early warning signs of PCOS. And whenever you get told that sitting in the doctor's office, it's shaking, like it shakes you as a person, because they tell you all the possible side effects of potentially going down that route and being diagnosed with that that diagnosis. And so definitely was something that, you know, made me get my body and myself in check. And I have used Arbonne's nutrition products for going on 10 years now. And I truly don't know where I would be, what I would feel like, what I would look like, where I would be in my mental space if I did not have these products fueling my body and making it foolproof, because that was where I failed every single time, was in those innocent mistakes. So fast forward to being pregnant. Kennedy is a very good rule follower. I did not ask my doctor initially because Arbonne, you know, I'm inside out Arbonne Healthy Living, and just thought, of course, this is, you know, better than the alternative, which is McDonald's, you know, what most people are grabbing for while they're pregnant. So I waited a little bit to ask my doctor, but I will tell you, whenever I asked my doctor, and nothing against medical professionals, you're going to hear from a medical professional, multiple medical professionals tonight. My doctor typed in the products into an app, and whenever it didn't register, she said, you know what, actually, I don't want you using them because we don't know much about them. And even though we could break down and give her an ingredient list and show her exactly what is in the Arbonne products, my doctor wasn't against it. She just was not educated on these products and how they worked with the body. But after consulting other medical professionals in Arbonne, I went ahead and used it. And like Kennedy was saying, I mean, head to toe, used all of the Arbonne products when I was pregnant with my son, Brooks. He was a simple, easy pregnancy. And then fast forward to whenever he was transitioning off of a bottle, we went straight to a Arbonne protein shake in a sippy cup. And that kid has known no different. I mean, he doesn't even really call it his milk. It's just his shake. Like, he knows he wants his Arbonne shake. And I love that I don't have to think about a whole food, well-rounded, nutritious snack for him. I can give him a protein shake and know that he's getting everything that his little body needs and not any of the other junk. And just like Kennedy was saying, Brooks has never had milk. We've been able to do Arbonne protein and almond milk. But then fast forward to my daughter, Blakely, who was a little bit more of a difficult pregnancy. She made me a little bit more sick. Definitely don't know how I would have kept food down if I did not have the protein shakes and the probiotics and the Digestion Plus and the detox tea to settle me as I was feeling nauseous and just not well during that entire pregnancy. And then afterwards, I mean, if anyone has had one baby, let alone two babies or more, you know that it's difficult to get yourself, get your body back. And what I love is that it has not been that challenging to get my body back, and not in a prideful way, but to just feel good about me so that I can be a better wife, a better mom, a better me to this world. And I love that you don't have to give yourself up as a mom, because you can keep your health a priority, amongst the busiest schedule, 2 under 2, however many children you have, whatever kind of life you're leading, you can grab Arbonne. It's quick, it's thankless, it's simple, and you know that you can give it to your entire family, and it is just fuel for your body at whatever level that your body needs it. So just so grateful. I truly don't know what our entire family would do without these products, filling our cabinets and being our easy go-to whenever, we just don't know what to grab or we're busy and things like that. So just super grateful.
Thank you, guys. That's awesome. I love these testimonies. And you guys, we're going to listen now to some of the medical professionals that have agreed to help us share. Dr. Sarah Pace is a pediatric and family-focused chiropractor with holistic medicine approach. And she is passionate about everything holistic and kids, and is such a great resource and helper with the natural way of treating so many, issues that we see in kids and school and their mindset and stuff, emotional health today. But I'm excited because she's also super excited and passionate about preconception, health for preconception. So Dr. Sarah, I'm going to let you share real quick what you know we can do and how Arbonne can help us stay healthy whenever we are working and thinking about planning for a baby.
Thanks, Carleeta. So yes, I am super passionate about preconception care because, as you guys are probably seeing, we have an epidemic of problems in our country, especially with these children. 50% have a chronic condition, 1 in 10 have ADHD, 1 in 52 have autism. We have women having trouble getting pregnant, and there's a reason all this is happening, and it's not better diagnosis. There's a lot of toxicity in our world today. I'm just going to read you guys a little statistic from EWG, which is Environmental Working Group. And this is back in 2005. Since World War II, 87,000 plus toxic chemicals have been introduced into the United States, and most haven't been adequately tested in their effects on human health. And they're saying that more than 400 chemicals tested, 287 chemicals were detected in umbilical cord blood of babies. So what that means is these babies are born into toxicity. And what we can do how we can change that, because we can turn this tide, is teaching moms and dads both about getting healthy prior to conception. And Arbonne's 30 Days to Healthy Living program is exactly before Arbonne what I was preaching in my practice. And Arbonne has just made it so much simpler for me to help my patients and my family and my friends. Carleeta's going to go into more about the actual program itself, but you need to cut out inflammatory foods. I can't tell you how many women with infertility issues I've recommended cutting gluten out of their diet, getting on a good B complex, methylated Bs, which our protein shakes have, and our fizz sticks have, and sometimes a little bit of acupuncture, and how that's totally helped them be able to conceive without having to do the fertility drugs and things like that. It's all about, healing your gut. It's going to heal almost every aspect of your health, balance your hormones, which a lot of people are having issues with because of the food and the toxicity that we have in all of our products. So I'm just super passionate about that and helping. And the other thing that a lot of OBs and Dr. Laura will probably talk about is, you want to make sure you're getting enough folate in your body. So I just want to talk about some natural sources of food that have folate, and then some medications that can actually be folate disruptors, just so that you guys are aware of these things. So food sources of folate are zucchini, romaine lettuce, spinach, asparagus, mustard greens, parsley, collard greens, cauliflower, broccoli, beets, and lentils. So all of those are approved on our 30 days. So you're going to get your adequate sources of folate, which is going to help your baby develop and nourish. And then things that are folate destroyers are acid blockers, antibiotics, anti-inflammatories, antivirals, blood pressure medication, SSRIs, diabetes medication, steroid medications. So again, if some of you are on those, just be aware that you might have to get additional sources of folate, whether it's from a supplement or food sources, in order to get adequate amount for proper brain and nervous system development. And one other supplement that I really like, a lot of my prior to conception and during pregnancy, that I recommend my women be on, is a supplement called choline. So phosphatidylcholine, it's going to help with cell membranes. It's helping with DNA synthesis. It's good for protein, good for acetylcholine metabolism, which is one of your neurotransmitters, and healthy brain and nervous system development. And most people, it can come from eggs, it can come from liver, meat, fish. Some people aren't eating enough of that, so I do recommend additional supplement with that, and maybe Dr. Laura can confirm. Usually I say about 400 milligrams is a great amount. But again, just choosing healthy foods, which are the 30 days to healthy living that we do in our practice. I recommend both mom and dad do the program prior to conception for at least the month before, if not sooner, and then just eliminating all those other toxins. Like, look at your skincare, look at your makeup, look at your cleaning agents. And with Arbonne, like Lindsay said, it's bulletproof. We know that the skincare is safe. We know that the makeup is safe, that it's okay to use preconception, during pregnancy, and while breastfeeding and all that other stuff. So the program's just phenomenal, and I recommend it highly to people because, one, it's so doable, and you're teaching people how to live a healthy lifestyle, and that's what it's about for the long term. It's not just prior to conception and then go back and eat yucky while you're pregnant and beyond. It's, prior to, during, and after for the long term. And you're going to balance your blood sugar. You're going to, be healthy throughout life. So the 30 Days to Healthy Living, which Carleeta will talk about, is the best way to have the best preconception care, because you're using foods that you're fueling your body to help prepare for a baby. So that's all I have to say regarding preconception.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
Okay, Dr. Laura Fortner, I hope you're still available and not delivering a baby. She is on call. Hey, you're here, yay.
I am so far.
Okay, we're super excited to have Laura. And she is an OBGYN, and she's also an executive national vice president with Arbonne. And you can tell just a little bit about your story before you share about pregnancy and Arbonne.
Yeah. So my story starts 14 years ago when I was looking into skincare, because I actually was getting medical data come across my desk about talcum powder and ovarian cancer, believe it or not. And that was almost 20 years ago. And I was crazy insane about making sure that I had really safe, good products for myself and my kids and be able to recommend them to others. And that's really, long story short, how I found Arbonne. Never intended to do a business. I was working crazy hours. But of course, when you sell the lifestyle and the income, I I eventually obviously said yes, because I wanted that. And really where my heart is medical missions. And that's why I do what I do now, to be able to do that. So I take these calls and get, keep up my boards and my license and everything so that I can go and contribute to the world in that way. That's one of my biggest passions. And I'm super passionate about pregnancy. And what Dr. Sarah said is all, I'm going to confirm it for you. You definitely need choline, and as well as folate. And one of the things, sorry if that phone bugs you, they can text me. I knew as soon as I started talking, they would call me. But the thing is, here's the thing, and Sarah said you definitely want to be using the program a month before to get adequate folate levels. Actually, sometimes 6 weeks before is optimum. So, but what I love about this program, and this is what, it drives me crazy when people say and ask the question, like, should I be doing this in pregnancy? Because we have that thing on our label. And to be honest, you guys, just if you think about it, is, if you go through the drive-thru at McDonald's versus you're doing the healthy living program, what do you think is healthier for you and your baby? Like, seriously. So these products, in my opinion, I'm a medical, and I have an MD after my name. Oh my goodness. Can you guys hold on? They keep calling me. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, guys, I'll share real quick while she's answering that phone call, because if she needs to come back, she can. But you guys, I want you guys to understand, like, and whenever people are referring to the skin, if you're a guest on this call, the skin is your body's largest organ. And we can touch on that in a little bit, but we don't think about it, and our world doesn't help us understand that your skin is a mode of transportation for things that need to leave your body, and is one of your body's largest detoxifying organs, but it also is a mode of entry for things to enter your body. And it's why medical doctors and professionals can prescribe, nicotine patches, birth control patches, pain control patches, all of these medicine patches that go on your skin that absorb within seconds the medication that's in it and is circulating through your bloodstream. So when you hear people talking about their skin and, how she's saying that there's skincare products that matter, it's because your skin is your body's largest organ and is that entry in or exit out of your body for detoxification. So are you still good to go, Laura?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Okay.
So, like I was saying, I mean, it is what we've done with that 30 days is really what should be recommended, in my opinion, lifelong for anyone, and especially in pregnancy. And I want to kind of go over some benefits, because I think people get, these herbal ingredients, and this is what happens if you go to a medical doctor that's not up on the herbs and not up on sort of the holistic side, naturopathic side of medicine. They don't know, and so then they just blanket statement tell you not to use it, which is okay, but I want you to do your own due diligence and really know the facts, because here's the thing, you guys, there's a lot of benefits to doing the 30 days of healthy living in pregnancy. One of the biggest benefits is the weight gain. When you have your first baby, your weight gain should be normally between 25 and 40 pounds, and really no more than that, because if it's more than that, then you are gaining weight that's not going to come off. And that's a healthy first pregnancy weight. If you've had more than one pregnancy, then it's less than that. It's 25 to 35 pounds. And this program, while you're not going to lose weight when you're pregnant, you're going to eat more, most likely. You're just going to eat what's on the list. It will help maintain that healthy weight gain throughout the pregnancy. And what I love is the snacking that you can do are so healthy and nutritious. You, as a pregnant mom, you want to be maybe having 2 shakes a day and 2 meals a day. You're not going to just be doing what everybody else is doing. You're going to add more calories to your day because you're going to be hungrier, and it's safe, it's good, it's whole, clean foods. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, you guys, what I also know is the facts are with some of these herbs in our products, they really help with nausea and vomiting of pregnancy. People get they get a lot of nausea in that first trimester, and it's really hard to combat sometimes. And while MDs and I do still give prescriptions for that, I would rather you have ginger or milk thistle, which is in our products. And so that will help you, as well as the vitamin B complex.
Mm-hmm.
So if you add ginger plus the vitamin B complex, that is a healthy, holistic remedy for nausea. So it's just something that will benefit you. And then the other things that benefit you is, really looking at the bigger picture of disease and what happens in pregnancy. Our bodies change. We gain 2 liters of blood volume. Our risk for blood pressure complications as well as diabetes is really high when you're pregnant. And these can be prevented by what you're eating. Women get gestational diabetes, and we're counseling them. I'm counseling those people to go on a Arbonne 30 program, whereas, other nutrition people don't do that. But that is the healthiest way to ensure that your sugar levels stay at an even keel, and there's none of those up and down swings to where then we have to add medication. We sometimes have to add insulin, and then babies are too big. Complications arise with the whole delivery part of our process. So and then the other thing is the whole blood pressure issue. You will not, you do this program, even if you had an increased risk to get pregnancy induced hypertension, I can assure you will be doing everything possible to eliminate that possibility. And those are just a few of the things that happen with pregnant women. But I really feel like as a medical professional, I think you can, as consultants, be rest assured to make sure, go back to your clients and let them know, ultimately you want to discuss this with your doctor, but, if he looks at all the ingredients, they're actually, most of them are all category B ingredients, which means in our field that the FDA, says it's okay. Basically, any category A or category B drug in our world, or herb, is we prescribe. And actually there was just a recent study out with ginger and nausea and vomiting, so this, I want you to feel confident that this is a program for pregnant women and beyond, and be able to educate your clients that, ultimately, again, it is up to their physician and what they want to do. But you do know, you've heard from other medical professionals that they are safe. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing that you can tell all of your customers and clients about, and really be confident in that, so that and for yourself, because I used did all the products while I was pregnant as well. So mm-hmm. I think that's it, Carleeta, unless you have questions or.
We'll see if they have questions, and you can look in the chat and maybe they can type in. But you guys, I also wanted to touch on the breastfeeding aspect of babies and, after they're delivered. And you guys, so many times we worry about, breast milk production. And I will tell you, there's so many ingredients in our detox tea that helps people, and it's ingredients that, as a lactation consultant, and before, back in the day, as a pediatric nurse practitioner, I was certified as a international board certified lactation consultant as well for years. And I would tell people, go to the Whole Food store and get milk thistle and different herbs that were known to help increase milk production. And the main thing is, you guys, staying healthy and getting enough fluids and healthy calories, not just food that is void of nutrition. Like we say in all of our healthy living programs that we teach, we're the most overnourished but malnourished country in the world. And we get way too many calories, but they don't have any nutritional value. And what your body needs whenever you're nursing and breastfeeding is, you need increased nutrient intake and uptake for your body to be able to produce the extra milk that your body is needing to sustain another life. And you guys, so many times people worry about and I think the biggest question that we hear about with our program is it safe to take the body cleanse whenever I'm breastfeeding. And I will tell you that you'll hear different things. And like we said, you have to make the best decision for you. But what I want you guys to know is that your milk ducts are not a detoxifying organ for your body. And so this product and the detox tea, they're not going to increase your baby's toxic exposure through breast milk, because you took these things to help your body to support the elimination organs that your body does have, like your liver and your kidneys. And that's what these products are made to help support your body in, so that your body can efficiently eliminate the toxic load and the things that we've consumed or exposed our body to that are not conducive to overall health and wellness and health and well-being. So those are the things that I just want you guys to know and understand, that the very best thing that you can do for breastfeeding, there's not any of this, like you've heard the girls say, and all, Dr. Sarah, Dr. Laura, there's not anything in these, you guys, that are going to come through your breast milk and hurt your baby. And what it's going to do is give you that nutritional meal. If you wanted to load it up with the healthy fats and the extra nutrients, like the greens and the fruits and different vegetables that you can add to it in addition to the healthy fats, you're going to be giving your body the most nutrition-packed meal that it can have. And or you can use it as a snack that's a clean, healthy snack to give your body what it needs to produce great milk for your baby to grow and thrive in. But you are going to be getting healthy. I know one of the things that we hear a lot whenever people are pregnant is that they use, and it's how the world kind of leads you into being unhealthy. They talk about how I'm eating for two now. And so you consume a whole lot more calories because you're consuming for two people nowadays. And you guys, honestly, that's just a setup for putting you in a place where you're not going to be mentally healthy and or physically healthy to take care of that baby and be able to run on tired because you are not giving your body and what it needs, or you're giving it more than it should calorie wise, but without the nutrients. So we just want you to make sure that you're getting everything a body needs. Yeah, you might need to increase your nutrient caloric intake by about 500 calories a day, but that's max. I mean, and everything else your body's going to do everything it needs to take care of you and that baby. And you're not going to have the excessive weight gain or have the health problems that you can contribute by consuming too many calories and causing an overload for your body. You guys, living healthy on these programs, preconception, you've heard it from Dr. Sarah, while you're pregnant with Dr. Laura, and after you have this baby is just as important, because I will tell you, postpartum depression is real. Whether you have a mild to a severe case, your hormones are like all over the place whenever you have had a baby and delivered a baby and are breastfeeding. And if you're not giving your body the right nutrients that it needs post-pregnancy, your mental status is going to be affected. I will tell you, we know in Arbonne and have from day one, we've been healthy living inside out. And our mission today is to help provide health and wellness, to help everybody have healthier minds, stronger bodies, and more beautiful skin. That's Arbonne's focus. And the reason is that if we don't have a healthy gut, we can't have a healthy mind, and we can't have healthy skin. And if we don't have a healthy mind, it's because our gut's not healthy. All of this is all connected. We are a whole being, and we have to take care of everything in order to be healthy. And so when you're pregnant or postpartum and you're exhausted, you're sleep deprived, your hormones are all over the place, you really don't even sometimes have the time or energy and sometimes the know-how to take care of yourself in order to be able to take care of this new baby and that schedule that you're on now. It is a wild ride. And I will tell you, everything that Arbonne has is just helping contribute to overall health and well-being for your body from the inside out. And not to mention that, we've talked about skincare for moms and makeup and cosmetics and how toxic those are. But after you deliver a baby, you are going to be, bathing that baby, washing their hair, lotioning them, diaper creaming them, eventually putting sunblock and sunscreen on them. And I will tell you, our baby products are some of the most toxic products out there in the marketplace. And what I love is that Arbonne's product or catalog has baby products that are just as clean and safe and beneficial for the body for the baby as the skincare for the women and everybody else in your family. So you guys, there's some information that I could share with you, but I'm just going to slide down here to, these are the products. Our catalog is a one-stop shop for products that are clean and safe from the ingredient policy that we've had for the last 40 years. We've always followed European standards, and today we exceed those European standards because we have over 2,000 ingredients that we do not allow to go into any of these products. And that's where we just want you to feel safe, that even though it says that warning label on there, it doesn't mean that it's not absolutely perfect for you and your baby, from preconception all the way to breastfeeding and taking care of your baby, before and after. And all we do is help you with this program that we have. We help you, eliminate and or decrease the things that we know don't contribute to overall health. And we help use ingredients that are just the best and smartest ingredients for anybody to be able to have for health and wellness, so that we can have those healthy guts that we know help contribute and give us the healthy mindset, because 80 to 90% of our serotonin, our happy hormone, is produced in our gut. And when our gut is healthy, it can produce more of that, and you can be a happier, healthier mom and wife, like the girls shared whenever they shared. And what we do, and all we've talked about tonight, you guys, is doing the things that are key to anybody's health, whether you're pregnant or you're, in the old, later stages of life. What Arbonne is just healthy living as a lifestyle, because we help everybody eat clean, increase nutrient uptake, eat in proper proportions, help support consistent blood sugar levels, and support those elimination organs. And that is good for everybody's health, from the youngest kid to the oldest person. We're just tonight focusing on those, the people that are pregnant and then everything baby world that we're talking about. This is the kit that we have referred to and mentioned, and it comes with protein that is a vegan protein that is a blend of yellow pea, brown rice, and cranberry. We've talked about energy fish sticks, and I will tell you, some people avoid these during breastfeeding, and because they don't want their, to drink caffeine whenever they're pregnant or breastfeeding. I will tell you guys, there's nothing wrong, with, having some healthy caffeine to help you power through a day when you're sleep deprived. And, you may not want to drink as many as you would if you weren't nursing, but I will tell you, one fish stick spread out through your day to get you through those hard times of your day will help you be a better mom, you guys. There's not anything wrong with having a little bit of caffeine. It's not going to dry up your milk, and it's not going to help, make your baby not sleep at night. There's lots of other things that contribute to bad, sleeping routines and stuff. But I will tell you, one fish stick a day, if you need it to power through and get through the extreme exhaustion and fatigue that you have whenever you're postpartum, is not going to hurt you. And if it helps you get through your day, take it. So the greens balance is the whole food, fruits and vegetables that the girls referred to. The detox tea is just a great product with a blend of herbs that help support those elimination organs and have some of those key ingredients to increase milk production. And then the Digestion Plus is a power-packed probiotic that is a prebiotic, probiotic, and a blend of 11 different digestive enzymes that help your gut to be able to function at its peak and in the way that it should, in order for it to be able to digest properly all the foods that are going through it, so the body can actually absorb them, because they've been broken down and digested well enough that they can use it and absorb it and or eliminate it and get rid of it, and it's not going to cause a stressor. And dietary fiber is one of the best things you can do for your health. And then we've talked about the body cleanse already. So this is what comes in a nutrition kit, and it's what we have lots of other products that will help support healthy living overall. But you guys, we get results, and like we've said, if you stay in this world and you live in these guides of eating clean with Arbonne support, but also with the whole foods that we can help give you guidance on, you will gain the right amount of weight to have a healthy pregnancy, healthy baby, but also be able to turn around and lose that weight, extra baby weight that you needed for your body to have a healthy baby without any long-term struggles with that. We have the skincare that gives you clean skincare to help give you help you look your best, and even take away and wipe away some of the tired from your look, as well as some of the pregnancy masks that we get whenever we are pregnant, but also to help just improve the signs of aging and stuff. So you guys, we have products that will help, we can help people shop from a 20 to a 40% discount. And I will tell you, just real quick and real brief, the Arbonne Opportunity is the best product that we have for people in this stage of life. I think especially because I know as a nurse, and I know Dr. Laura was the same way, we both worked and we loved what we did, but we also had that pull and that struggle once we had our families that, gosh, I'm here taking care of all these kids, and I sure wish I was home spending more time and taking care of my own. And what I love about this opportunity is it lets me still be who I am and be passionate about helping and care for and take care of people the way that I was wired to do that, and I'm passionate to do, but I get to do it around my my life and taking care of my family and letting them be a priority, and not get and only have the leftovers from my life because I am trying to do what it is I know I'm supposed to do. So this opportunity helps moms be able to have the choice. If you want to live healthy, what we do is we stop using other people's products, we start living Arbonne, and we share what we love about that with other people. And it's a business that is, in an industry that is growing like crazy because we're in a health crisis in our world. And our industry of health and wellness, weight loss, nutrition, cosmetics, anti-aging is a $4.5 trillion industry. And people are looking for what we have, but they also, not just any product in this in these categories, they're looking for products like Arbonne because they know and understand today that it matters what ingredients companies use. And so the opportunity for income is real, and you can match and replace most incomes when you get to the second level of this business with Arbonne, and you can make average monthly incomes. And those are averages, you guys. There's people that make less because they do less, but then there's people that make more because they work and do more than the average consultant. So if you have time or financial stressors added to your life, that can be just as toxic as having bad toxic food for your life. And that is where this opportunity gives people a choice to take control of their life in those areas as well. So I hope that you guys have been able to glean some information and confidence in what it is that we have to offer our world out there. And that if you have any questions for anybody that might need it, then hopefully people have answered those and have been able to have the question answered where you can feel confident in it. But I just want to say thank you to Dr. Sarah, Dr. Laura, to Lindsay, and to Kennedy for helping me make this just a power-packed training and information time for everyone to be able to know what it is Arbonne does to help contribute to everybody living healthy for life.
Thanks, Carleeta. There was one question in the chat that I feel like should be addressed, because people do say maybe I shouldn't be using the fizz sticks during pregnancy. And so here's the thing about caffeine in pregnancy. We allow 1 cup of coffee a day, which is 150 milligrams of caffeine. Our caffeine in the fizz sticks is guarana. It's really not comparable, but if you want to compare it, it's only 50 milligrams, you guys. So you can have a fizz stick in pregnancy. It actually has really good, that vitamin B6 and B12 and all the good stuff in it as well. So I just, that's one of the things that I get asked often, and I saw in the chat somebody had asked that. So I wanted to be sure that you all knew. And you're just somebody that shouldn't go overboard. You could have 1, maybe 2 a day, but I wouldn't do more than that.
Right. Right. And can you say what the risk of caffeine is for people and why they say limit it?
Yeah, the biggest risk is in the first trimester. There is some data to suggest that miscarriages happen with a lot of consumption of caffeine. And we're talking more than a couple cups of coffee a day. Again, it's a cup of coffee is 150 milligrams. So 2 cups is 300 milligrams. And we're talking a fizz stick is 50. I consumed them my entire pregnancy from first trimester all the way. So, and I'm an MD. So.
Right. Yeah. I agree. Thank you so much for that. Cause that is, I know I hear a lot about fizz sticks and I see these people like live without them. And I'm like, I honestly can't imagine what a day without a fizz stick is.
Me either.
I know. So I'm like, I always just say, use it. So thank you guys so much. I hope this was helpful and, stay tuned. We'll try to give you guys more just, information for you to do your homework and then go consult with your medical providers and do what you think is best for you and your families, because this is not Arbonne saying any of this. This is just us and what we know from our training and experience and what we know about Arbonne. So we hope this helps you all. Thank you guys.
Bye.
Hey, Carleeta, can I ask a question really quick?
Uh-huh.
There was a person that asked a question about ginseng in the chat, and I have gotten that question lately too. Do you guys mind speaking to that? We've had some doctors specifically ask about that ingredient in our fizz sticks.
Yeah, so the ginseng, again, it happens to be with dosing is the issue. And we have such a tiny amount that, again, you want to do 1, maybe at the most 2 fizz sticks a day and leave it at that. You're not somebody, I sometimes have 3, right? But I'm not pregnant. So, but that has a dosing thing, and all of the data that suggests ginseng might be an issue is with large consumption of ginseng and supplements that are specifically focused with ginseng. So you can have a fizz stick and it's fine.
Yes. You know what? I'm glad you said that, because I wanted to mention that a lot of times, you guys, this goes not just with the people that are pregnant and, breastfeeding or whatever, and we talk about ingredients. It's like people that are allergic or sensitive to a certain ingredient. And they're like, oh my gosh, I can't have that because it has this ingredient in it. Most of the time, you guys, it's how a product is formulated. And it's because it's a whole lot of one ingredient that people are getting exposed to that then creates the reaction in their body. Where Arbonne, one of the things that make our product so powerful is that they have all of these ingredients that by themselves, they provide a great benefit. But when you combine them together with another ingredient, they become what we call synergistic. Just like this whole system, the protein by itself is great, but when you put it with the fiber and the fizz stick, they all become even more powerful to give you health and wellness for your body from the inside out. But the same is true for each product that has multiple ingredients, and they have a little bit of all of these ingredients, not a whole lot of one. And when you get a little bit of an ingredient, your body doesn't have that reaction that it can have whenever it is exposed to that ingredient by itself in a large amount. Would you agree with that, Dr. Laura?
I do. And this is where, again, most of, the things that when doctors say that, they're saying blanket statements because of people consuming large amounts of it. Mm-hmm. So, and it really is dose dependent. And honestly, the synergistic effects that our products have are very safe. I think our body processes them differently than if you just took a supplement of ginseng, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, because it's a blend of things, yes, which means it's a little bit of everything, not a whole lot of one thing. So with this training, as well as other, times, that's what I always tell my clients. It's like, what, I get that you are sensitive and allergic, but I think you might do better with Arbonne's form of that ingredient, because we don't use a lot of any one thing. We blend it with multiple things that work synergistically together and don't have that same reaction that a lot of people experience, which is what's so wonderful. So that's, I don't know if Dr. Sarah has anything else to add, but those are just things that I always try to reassure people. Like, even though you see that ingredient, don't mark Arbonne off your list, because it's probably the best thing that's ever going to happen to you.
Thank you.
Sarah says thumbs up. Okay. And oh, if it's you guys, if it's produced in a facility that is exposed to eggs, dairy, and soy, Sarah or Laura, do you guys want to talk about that? Is it still safe for somebody who's allergic to those things to use Arbonne products?
Yeah, I've had people with severe like peanut allergies do totally fine on our products. So same thing with the eggs and all that. It's completely safe. They have to put that on there, but they do make sure, like you said,
Right.
they're making sure all their ingredients are top notch and of quality, and they're not getting any of those other ingredients in there.
Mm-hmm. And those facilities are tested because
Yes.
I mean that is, so they have to have it by law because those people are allergic, but it's not something that is like, oh well, hope they don't get it, you know.
Yeah.
Hope that didn't get exposed. They go through extensive testing and cleaning and testing to make sure that those that equipment is clean when they go to produce our products. So okay, thanks. Okay, guys, we are going to get off of here, and hopefully this helps you guys, and we will, like I said, do more later. We'll figure out how these girls' schedules work out, and we'll see what else we can come up with. Thank you guys for the participation.